right, so good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time that you're watching this video. I'm Richard Taylor. I am here with my guy, John Reese. Now, if you watch any of the previous videos, we've been talking about the Wayne County Sheriff Department, certain activities that they've been doing, and a lot of people that they have been doing it with. So, Mr. Reese has some history concerning some officers, some foul play. And actually, one of the people that was sort of mentioned in yesterday's video with Shy, he has a history with her. I think her name is
Bethany.
Bethany.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, how does Bethany tie into all of the Trey Road situation, the sheriff situation? We'll start there.
Well, she was married to me, and went to the other end of the spectrum, and now she's married to Trey. And I got out of prison, and she showed up at my house. And when she showed up at my house, I'm gonna just skip the whole story.
But wait a minute, now we gotta start with why you went to prison.
Okay, all right. So I went to prison for possession of a firearm by a felon, and there's about 50 officers that showed up at my house. They'd come to I was on probation, so they had the right to come in, and so when they were searching around, they found a gun inside my closet, inside the wall behind a hot water heater. It was a single bolt action 22 rifle, 1941.
1941 rifle.
Rifle, yeah, single shot rifle.
And they actually took you to jail for that.
Yeah, violated my probation, and then was trying to give me 7 to 9 years on possession of a firearm by a felon. Sure was.
Okay, and how much time did you do on that?
I ended up doing 21 months. I told the judge I told him how I felt about it, and he knew I was telling the truth at that point.
So somebody actually planted that gun there.
That's correct. Yep.
And that somebody was known to work for the sheriff.
That's correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. He's in prison right now, and I ain't gonna say no names, but I know for a fact that he put it there, and that's how it showed up. When they come out with that gun from coming down the hallway, it was the sheriff had the gun in his hand. And I was like, "Where'd you get that from?" He said, "We got it from your bedroom." I said, "Devil is a lie. You can get it from my house." He said, "We got it on your side of the bedroom, your side of the bed too." I was like, "Man, y'all all ain't shit. Every one of y'all ain't shit, man." And I fought that for about a year before I finally had to go to court with that one. And I told the judge, I said, "Why would I have a single shot rifle in my closet, inside the wall? I mean, it's inside of the wall, for Christ's sakes."
Yeah.
If I'm dealing drugs, got stuff going on, I'm gonna have it on me, around me, or close to me. You know.
You said you'll have an 18-shot Glock or something.
I'd have an 18-shot Glock, one in the chamber. I'd get 18 of y'all and one for my own self. And the judge said, "He's telling the truth on that." So gave me 21 months. I had to go to jail because it was possession no matter what.
Yeah. So after you get out of jail, you said that you was at one of your friend's house, and actually, I don't know if it's the Cantrell guy.
Cantrell, yeah, Chris Cantrell.
And it's funny because if you listen to yesterday's video, Trey Rose mentions Chris Cantrell, him being hurt over the fact that Bethany used to mess with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so before she came to your house after you got out of prison, you guys were married.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we were married. It was 2013. We got married here, I think, and we got married at a buddy of mine's place over I don't want to say no names, no places, but it was a small church out in Pikeville. And,
okay.
So that was a mistake I made in my life. It was the biggest mistake I ever made in my whole entire life. But we're gonna tie this in with Shy too, because when I got out of prison or jail, I went to see Chris Cantrell. And that's the first time I ever met Shy, and Shy was there. That was her. Oh, she was dating Chris.
Oh, okay, my fault. That's
how it was going
that's
on.
right. That's right. That's who. I'm sorry, y'all. Shy was dating Chris, and that's why Trey Rose was giving you that crying spell that he gave you on the tape yesterday. If you ain't seen the tape yesterday, go listen to the tape. So Chris, you met Shy at Chris Cantrell's
Yeah, that was
house.
the first time I ever met her. Yeah.
Okay.
And I was in jail because I had some warrants for going on, and my barn had burnt down right there at that time, and I was with a girl named Missy Showman, and I had woke up from a dead ass sleep. I was asleep, and when I got up, everybody thought we was asleep inside the barn, and we ended up slipping away. Nobody knew we were gone, and we went in the woods. We were looking at some stuff, picking up things, shot some cover, and she loves to do stuff like that, and next thing you know, you hear some commotion. My mom, she hollers. Thought somebody was robbing us. Go down there, and it's not being robbed. I look down the path, and there's 2 cop cars sitting in my driveway. Didn't hear no sirens, no nothing. They just showed up, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I got warrants too, so I turned around and run right back by Missy, and said, "It's the law. We're gonna go back in the woods." So go back in the woods, and a few minutes later, you hear boom. I was like, I wonder what the hell that was. And then about 2 or 3 minutes later, you hear sirens coming, and Missy looks at me and she says, "Your barn's on fire." I said, "Ain't no way. The barn ain't on fire." And the heater was on, but I knew I put the heater in 3 or 4 different barns. I knew everyone what was going on. And lo and behold, it was the barn. And to make a long story short, nobody knew them cop cars were there. Not even Cantrell, Desiree, this dude Jamie Gutierrez, he was there. Nobody seen those cop cars. Nobody knew they were there at all. I seen them. My mama seen them. But nobody said shit about that. Nothing. It was like it didn't happen. So after things go.
So the barn burnt down.
And I go to jail and I want my SD card. The fire department, I put a trail cam up before I left the barn that morning.
Okay.
I put the door open. I put a trail cam up and put it on 30-second videos. So when it was all said and done, when it was burnt down and I got out of jail, I was trying to figure out where my SD card was, and the fire department saying that the sheriff's department got it, and the sheriff's department saying that the fire
Where
department got it.
did they get the SD card from?
They took it out. They took it out of the camera.
So nobody could see what happened.
They got it themselves. So I'm in jail, get out of jail, and this is when I meet Shy. I go over to Chris Cantrell's house, and I'm talking about my SD card, and she comes over. She says, "Well, I know Trey. I got his phone number." I said, "Well, call him on the phone. I need to talk to him right now."
And at this time, he was a sheriff.
Yeah, he was still sheriff right then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in Wayne County. And I get him on the phone, and hello. I said, hey, you know where my SD card's at, Trey? And I didn't say no, nothing. He says, "Who's this?" I said, "This is John Reese." He says, "I was at the beach that weekend. I don't know what the word." And I'm trying to figure out why in the world he even said that he was at the beach. I mean, I didn't even ask him no questions about nothing of that. I just wanted my SD card. So it kind of throwed up a flag for me on the whole conversation with that. And I said, he's wanting to talk about Bethany, and I don't care about Bethany. I don't care what's going on with y'all. You got her now, pal. Good luck.
Okay, so Trey Rose was with your ex-wife or girl.
Yes.
Then.
Yeah, they were together then, and so he says, "Well, let me call you right back. I'll see if I can find the phone." So he calls whoever he called, and 5 minutes later the phone rang, Shy's phone, and it was him, and he says, "We got it. Just be up there at the sheriff's department tomorrow about 4:30, 5 o'clock. You can come pick it up." I said, "Okay." 4:30, 5 o'clock come. Mom and Dad go out there. No SD card. Can't find it. It's gone. Don't know what happened to it. Still ain't seen it. And it's been years ago. It's been about 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Shit, it's been longer than that. Damn. That's been a long time. There's a lot of stuff been going on since then.
So you said one time that I guess Bethany came to your house at the time that she was dating.
She's married to him at this point.
Oh, she's married to him at this point.
Yeah, I went to prison. I could get out. I did 21 months because of the gun. And when I get out, about 3 or 4 months, I'm with this a girl about 3 months into a relationship named Bree. Her name's Bree Radford, Sabrina. And I'm in the bathroom. She's in the bedroom, and we hear a knock on the door. And we both go, "Who is it?" at the same time, and I hear a laugh. I said, "That sounds like Bethany," and I hadn't seen Bethany in about 4.5 years at this point. And I had just received my divorce papers and a card in the mail that had a Darth Vader on it. She was trying to be funny.
She sent you a divorce card with Darth Vader.
Yeah, the force is strong. This was what it said.
The force is strong.
Yeah. Anyway, so I get and it's finalized. We're good. We're done. It's over. Thank God, Lord. Thank you. Release me from that. And The next Friday, she shows up right there at my house, and so her hair's like right at her ears, and I noticed this. And I'm like, the hell, she's never had her hair short, and I found out in the next few minutes that Trey Rhodes had cut her hair off in her sleep to test her for drugs.
Test her for drugs.
Yeah, that's why she was over there at my house, thinking how she was going to get him back for cutting her hair while she was asleep. I think that's pretty funny.
But it didn't go that way.
No,
right?
I didn't go that way. I was with Bree, and so she went out and she went up with a buddy of mine. I'm not gonna mention no names with this one.
All right.
But she went out with a buddy of mine, and they go, and she goes and ends up getting some drugs, and she gets in a induced coma almost. He used to say.
A drug-induced coma.
Yeah, and she's on my couch, and I'm not gonna make her go because I mean, no matter what we got going on, I'm not gonna make her go because I mean, she might get hurt, get regular. I mean, I'm not wishing anything out on anybody.
Yeah.
But so she's in a coma on my couch. I mean, straight passed out. She got a pocketbook holding on to it, and she's out, you know. And my cameras are on, but the TV's off. I don't know why the TV's off that night, but I hear a truck. It comes up in the driveway, and this chick, man, comes out of a straight coma and bolts straight upright, wide-eyed. I mean, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed too, man, wide awake, and shoots out through the living room and right out the door. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? So me and my buddy, you know, we run outside and look, and when we get out there, it's Trey Rhodes in my driveway with Bethany, and they're not just arguing. They are actually throwing blows. I mean, it's like MMA fight out there, a cage match. And I'm like, what are y'all doing, man? Y'all can't be fighting out here. My mom and dad, my daughter's down there. Their house is there. It's like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. I was like, man, well, y'all, the hell no. Y'all got to go. Y'all got to quit this. And there's a lot of exchanging of different things, and there's a lot of hatred, and it's you can feel it in the air, of course. Mm-hmm. And Bethany does something pretty wild at that point, and I know she used to do it with me all the time. She would hang my laundry out, man, when we would get in an argument, and somebody would be around or people would be around, and she does this out of spite too, man, and she does it a lot. She'll tell everything you've been doing, man, and I mean, it's stuff you don't want nobody to know, not even God, you know, and she'll tell everybody, you know, whoever's at that right there at that time, and she does it on purpose, you know, she just likes to do shit like that. Mm-hmm. And as she's arguing with Trey, she says, in the middle of that stuff, she said, you the one who goes out there and busts all them guys, all them people, and then you take their drugs and do them yourself and give them to your boys so y'all can stay up all night and keep busting people. And I said, what? What in the hell? And I knew when she said it, I knew right then it was true because she did it to me all the time. I mean, I used to hate that shit, man. And I looked at him and he was looking at her like, I can't believe you just said that. I trusted you. You know, I could see it all over his face. And it hit me like a 15-pound bag of hammers too, because I was thinking to myself, y'all bastards been out there trying to chase everybody down, and y'all the ones been doing it too the whole time. Man, that was pretty damning to me, man, to know that she said that. And I know for a fact that that's the truth, because she did it to me all the time. There wasn't no way. Man, it used to make me so mad I want to wring her neck, but that's what she does. She gets back at people like that. She likes to do shit like that.
So then I guess did y'all have any interaction after that?
No, I ain't talked to him since. Neither one of them. Nope.
So, well, you did tell me some information about how she actually got him fired from the.
Yeah, she kidnapped him with his Wayne County Sheriff's Department weapon and fired upon him with it, and went to prison over that. And then he went to.
Is that why? So they let him go over that incident.
Mm-hmm, they fired him at Wayne County Sheriff's Department, and then
they fired him really quiet about that. That should have been a news story, right?
Yeah, it should have been.
Police officer's girlfriend steals his gun and kidnaps him, and
that should have been national news.
Yeah, that should have been on the front page, right?
They get hush. This is hush money around here somewhere.
Yes, hush town.
So and you know.
So then they fired him from here, and then he went to
Jones County.
What happened in Jones County?
I'm not sure, but I just know that she got him terminated from there.
She got him terminated.
Mm-hmm, yeah, okay. She got a knack for that. And then he went to his hometown, which everybody knows him there. He can't be Trey like he is here. Like he's got a cigar and the long hair, and he gets undercover. No, they know him out there in Lenoir County. Everybody knows him. So they got him a desk job, I guess, and she got him fired from there somehow. I don't know how that was, and then. Next thing you know, he's selling cars with my dad at Deacon Jones. That's the last time I heard. And I just heard a while ago from somebody else that he had been painting, so she's giving him hell. She's draining him dry, buddy.
So that's what she pretty much does.
Mm-hmm.
She drove you crazy for how long? About 12 years.
Yeah, it's a long time. Yeah, I'm so glad I'm away from it. I'm sure she's glad she's away from me because I won't no picnic neither, man.
Okay, yes.
I changed a lot since then. I quit drinking alcohol, number one thing.
Oh, that'll do it. That'll calm you down. So, about some other, I guess sheriff. You mentioned
Officer Kelly.
Officer Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He pulled my daughter over about 2 years ago, and when he did, he wasn't even really pulling her over. He was pulling her over to question her. And
where did he pull her over at?
Over by Buck Swamp Store on Buck Swamp Road. And,
okay.
She had her boyfriend with her. I forgot his name, but they when when all said and done, he got out of the car. The officer didn't know that she was recording all of it, and there's so much to say, but I'm gonna just hit this one point right here, maybe a couple sentences. He said, "Why does your grandma and grandpa let him stay up there?"
Stay up where?
At my house. They signed the property over to me. My dad did about 2 years ago. Me and my daughter. So it's mine and hers, and it's in the will. And she's well, anyway, make a long story short,
so
she wanted to she was recording it, and said, "Why does he let him stay up here? Why don't they kick him out? Why is he even around?" And he was slandering my name pretty much. There's a lot of other things he said too, and I can't name it sentence by sentence. Mm-hmm. But when she showed me this, she brought it home to me, and I looked at it, and I said, "Man, you have got to be kidding me, man!" And this is the statement that he made, man, that was just blew me away, man. He says, "Well, I'm gonna keep pulling people over there until I find out what I need to find out or get what I need." He's gonna pull people over out of my driveway.
Out of your driveway. So she was coming out of your driveway?
Uh-huh.
Your own daughter.
Mm-hmm. And he's gonna pull over everybody who comes out of the driveway until he finds out what he needs to find out.
Did he give her a ticket?
Let her go. And the dude beside her, he didn't even know this. She told me this. He had weed on him the whole time, and they found that and let him go.
Okay, so they just really did it to harass whoever's coming from your house.
Yeah, they still do that right now to this day.
Is that officer still an officer?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. I don't know. But they go by my house right now still, and they still hit the siren or get in front of my house and hit the blue lights and hit the siren and pull off. They do it all the time, man. They give me hell, man. I'm a 12-point buck to them.
12-point buck.
But I had a child support warrant, and one of the officers, he said, "Man, I can't believe it. What have you done?" I said, "What do you mean, what have I done?" He said, "Man, everybody on the entire Wayne County Sheriff's Department is looking for you on all shifts." I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "For a child support warrant. Don't y'all got other things to do besides this?" I mean, they're after me, man, bad. And they've been after me for a long time. Look,
what is the personal vendetta you got?
I ain't even told you this part.
All right.
So I got pulled over. I got a methamphetamine charge right now. I've never had a charge of methamphetamine in my life. Never had a drug charge in my life. Okay. 2007 I had a marijuana charge. Sorry about that. So so that's
I forget sometime too.
I got a marijuana charge, and that's the only thing I've never been charged with nothing like that before. So I get pulled over. And I know what's happening because I see the cars going by, and I tell this dude Travis I'm with, he don't do no drugs, he don't drink alcohol, he don't do nothing. He's never done nothing. I went to school with him, and he's special, tad bit, but he knows what he's doing.
Okay.
And
I got a couple guys.
He pulls in my other daughter's driveway, of all people, Kim's driveway, and he pulls when we get pulled over, and it's my kid's driveway. Okay, it's unbelievable that this happened like this.
Okay.
And we get out of the car and. He's got $5,000 on him that I didn't even know about.
Okay.
He's got it underneath the seat, and they find this, and then Gustafson is the officer right here, and he's been after me for about 4 years. He loves this thing, man. I've been hearing his name, and he asks everybody who he pulls out of my driveway, where's he at? What's he doing? You got meth lab? All kinds of questions he got. Jesse Barnett's one of them that told me the whole story about him questioning him about me. Well, he gets out, he comes over there, and he gets on my side, and he ain't there 3 seconds, buddy. He comes out from underneath that car. He says, "Turn around and put your hands behind your back, Miss Reese." I said, for what? He said, put your hands behind your back. I said, for what? You gonna tell me why? He says, for possession of methamphetamine. I said, man, you got to be crazy. I said, I ain't got no meth on me. He said, well, it's underneath your seat. I was like, man, can't be happening, man. This can't be happening. And I don't resist. I do what he says. This is the kicker right here. So we get to the magistrate's office. It's a black magistrate. He's cool. He's cool as a fan. And he says, Mr. Reese, what? You got something to say? What? Why you got these drugs on you? Why? And I said, I didn't have no drugs on me, sir, Your Honor. He said, man, everybody says that. I said, what? I'm telling you, this is the truth. I didn't have no drugs on me. That is either in that truck or that officer right there put it in that truck. And he says, man, y'all always say that. I said, Your Honor, if you want my dope, go to Rosewood Elementary School, the old elementary school right there, and look across the street, there's an ATM right there. And on the ground is 2 grams of methamphetamine. That's my dope. If you want to get that and charge me with that, then that's mine. But that $5 worth of dope right there in that aluminum foil, it ain't mine. And Gustafson's mouth dropped, and he looked at me, and they gave me a $500 bond.
Gustafson was the officer.
Mm-hmm. He been after me a while too, buddy. Yep.
What's the vendetta about? Why you think the personal vendetta? You so cool?
No, they couldn't get. When I did deal drugs, they couldn't catch me.
Okay.
Outrun a helicopter twice in 6 months on foot. That's another reason.
Okay.
They don't like that. They don't like me. They don't like me at all.
So are you from here? You grew up around here, born and raised?
Here. It ain't gonna be long before I'm gonna be gone from around here too, probably.
Yeah.
Because it's just there's some officers. Don't get me wrong. There's some officers there.
Yeah.
That's good.
He named some good officers. So
yeah.
So y'all know we not just biased. Name the good officers.
Jay Holland. Jay Holland's one. Me and him was best friends in school. Michael Sweet. He's another one. Matter of fact, Jason Crocker, he's the captain of Johnson County Sheriff's Department. He's the captain over there. We played ball together. We all played ball together, and he's another good one. These guys, we played ball together, man. We went. We had a mess. We had a friendship. We had a relationship like a family. And I know those guys, and I know their heart. And hell, even Jay's even arrested me, and I said, here you go. He saved my life. I was on heroin. I've been clean for heroin 8 years, Jay.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yeah, it sure is.
So, what else we talked about earlier? Well, we talked about another case that I talked about. The first case that you
about when I first seen you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said you had everything that you said on the Josh Keaton death about him supposedly hanging himself. Mm-hmm. You're dead correct on every bit of that whole video, except for there's 2 things that I know that wasn't mentioned, and that's one that I didn't even finish telling you this a while ago, but across the street from the place that it happened at, I had a friend of mine over there that was searching arrowheads with her kids. What is arrowheads? Arrowheads is Indians. They got Indian arrowheads that's in the ground.
Searching for them?
But
they still got them?
In the ground. Yeah, they're from thousands of years. You never been arrowhead hunting?
People find them?
Yeah.
Oh,
man, I could take you and show you where a shoebox full of it. It's tomahawk. Man, it's cool stuff. Yeah. I'm Indian, so that's what we do. We do that a lot.
Yes. Well, I forgot where I was that they was talking about it. Well, it was somewhere around here, though.
Hey, man, Brantley Road right here by behind us about the wildlife pond. That's the largest Indian burial ground on the eastern seaboard of the U.S.
Okay.
That's pretty big.
That might have been what I was talking about.
Yeah, they stayed right at the wildlife pond. The Indians did. Well, anyway, across the street from where Josh Keaton had him at, there was 3 sets of tracks that was running through that field. And one set of tracks run out of the Crocs. And Josh Keaton wore Crocs. It was 10 foot from the other one. Yeah.
So he didn't have on any shoes at the time?
Well, he run out of his shoes. I know that. He was running from somebody.
Okay.
He was running from something. And why? And, I could tell you some things that I would say off camera instead of on camera, but I could tell you some things, man, that I know for a fact of what was going on there.
Yeah. So, man, so this is just another, in-depth look into what people don't realize or believe that happens in law enforcement, and I guess we can call for lack of a better word, the underworld. You know, a lot of people feel like the people who use or sell drugs are stupid or are unworthy or all liars, but every person I talk to who has, you know, been in this life has pretty much said the same story about certain officers. Like you mentioned the Cantrell guy, which was the same guy that shot. I mean, that Trey mentioned when he was talking about, hey, when you was messing with that guy, it hurt me. Now you come and say, yeah, she was messing with Chris Cantrell. I couldn't make out that name.
Yeah,
so
that's
so
where
all
she was
of
at.
these stories kind of coincide. So, you know, this is just one more layer to, I guess, the corruption and, you know, other officers. Do you know anything about any other officers?
Yeah, and I do, and I'd like to talk to you again off camera.
Okay,
It might be a part two of this this thing right here.
Part two, yeah.
Yeah, because what I got a lot to say, and I want to make sure that make sure I got my ducks in a row.
Definitely, yeah.
What I got is it's pretty tough, man.
Yeah, and then plus, you know, and I think that's when Shy agreed to talk, she realized that, you know, the guy's not working anymore. So, you know, anytime you expose somebody who's working, you run the risk of, you know, retaliation or somebody come in and locking you up or planting something.
Like I just mentioned, Officer Kelly, and I don't know where he's at. I don't know if he's still in the force or not, but I know this: you don't want to mess with him.
Okay.
Any law enforcement, period. You know, I mean, I respect everybody, but man, some of the stuff that they do up there is it ain't right. Now, there's some good guys up there now. Don't get me wrong. It's for sure good guys, and I know this for a fact.
I'm gonna ask you one question. This is just your own opinion. So, what about the good guys who know about the bad guys and don't do anything?
I think it's a camaraderie. It's a brotherhood type thing. I think that's what's going on, and they don't want to get.
Cross that line.
Yeah, and I can see that be like a team player type thing.
Yeah. I mean, I can actually understand it. You know what I'm saying? But if we all supposed to be upholding the law, then
hey, there's a thing called integrity.
Yeah.
It's called definitely. Do the right thing no matter what and who's looking.
Yeah.
And
no matter what it costs you
and
too.
And that's even if it didn't cost yourself, you know.
It's gonna cost them, like, because if they turn against their brother, then the department's gonna be looking at them funny, you know, or whoever else is doing something shady is gonna look at them funny.
But look, there's a line that each person shouldn't cross, and when you do cross that line, it don't matter what it is. Somebody needs to expose somebody, or somebody needs to say something to somebody, because man, I think there's some corruption that's been going up there that is when it's all comes out, man, that's some bad shit, man.
Yeah. So it's already pretty bad as it gets, but I think we just reaching the top of the iceberg. Like, people reaching out with all types of stories.
I got another good buddy of mine. I want to introduce you to him. Is Scott, man. He's
Scott Mohauser?
No, not Mohauser. His name's Scott Lane. Scott Mohauser. I went to school with Scott.
He's a police officer, though, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I went to school with a bunch of these guys.
Yeah. Okay.
And Mohauser, he's a good guy. I love him to death. But what he does, he does his own thing. I do like. I got to say I like Mohauser. He's one of the good ones to me. But
everybody
to each his own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like I said, I've heard conflicting stories. You know what I'm saying? Just like I mentioned a couple of officers, 4, and then people. You know, a couple of people told me, he's one of the good ones. I don't know if you know.
4 is.
Okay.
Yeah, I've known 4 for a while. I met him through Mr. Nance.
Okay.
That's Eric Nance's dad. Mr. Nance is gone now, and he's missed exponentially. He's whooped me with a belt. Eric Nance is one of my best friends. We've been. Mr. Nance has taught me some major life. A lot of life comes from Mr. Nance, and he's a cop. He's been a cop for our whole life growing up, you know. And I'll never forget. He was running one day, and he ran around the end of the trailer, and Mr. Nance said, "Hey boy, stop! Ho!" And Eric didn't listen one bit. Just kept right on around the trailer, and it was about 2 hours went by, man. And he finally went over and he grabbed Eric by the back of the neck and whooped him. I mean, whooped him right there, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And he says, "Cause you went around that house, and I told you to stop, ho. What if your life was in danger when I told you that and you'd run around that house? What would happen then?"
Yeah.
That right there, when he said that, I've kept that with me the rest of my life. And there's some other things that he's told me, and there's some good guys out there, man. I know there is, and there's some you know, you got best of both worlds, no worst of both worlds too.
Yeah,
so.
definitely. So yeah, we're gonna come back, man. We're gonna get some more stories that you can talk about.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I want to make sure it's good for I don't want to put myself in danger, my kid in danger. I don't know.
How many kids you got?
4.
4.
Yeah,
Okay.
4 little girls, all them little girls.
Oh, so that okay.
Yeah,
well,
my oldest, Harley, she just turned 18, and
okay.
she's a good kid. I got Kyrie. Kyrie's my third. Savannah, and it's my second one. And got one that don't know I'm her dad yet. Her name's Amberly, and that's with Bethany. That's got a kid with Bethany too.
Okay. Well, do you know you her dad?
Yeah, she stays with a friend of mine named Dwayne.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's there. She looks just like me. She's a good kid too.
Yeah, that's good. Man.
Yeah.
Hopefully you be able to restore that relationship.
Hopefully in the future.
Yeah.
I know my third little girl. She was out of my life for 6 years, and now we back in each other's life, and it is man, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
we have a
daughter.
better relationship.
I seen how you just all got all soft and mushy when you started talking about your daughter.
Man,
I do the same thing.
My little girl, she Kyrie, she scored 137 soccer goals in 2 seasons, and no child has ever done that before in the world. 137 soccer goals.
She nice.
She outrun everybody. I've been outrun by 4 people in my life, man. 4 people. My dad was one of them. I can name all 3 people besides my dad who outrun me. And that youngin' right there's got me by a mile. She can outrun me now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna come back with Mr. John Reese. Right.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, man. Good talking to you. Y'all stay tuned. We got some more information. Peace and blessings.